And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Mariota to throw it this time. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Third and long here for Mariota. Dancing to his left. He can run, and I think the ball's out, and the Panthers have recovered. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. It's just
pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, here's Newton. And pressure gets to him again. Daquan Jones in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Third and long, it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. With it is Jackson. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
20.
On 1st and 10, Newton. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Jarius Wright, 66 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. The extra point hits the left upright but goes through anyway. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
And this one's incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. 1.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. He sets to fire deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Wes Horton in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Orakpo. In from his linebacker spot, he's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, 4 down. 20. Gun.
From the gun, Newton. Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. Third down here. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing on third and long. Newton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Newton now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Dory Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Newton on second down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Gun. You're set. 180. Hey.
Throwing again is Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here's Newton now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. To throw is Newton. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Mariota now to throw on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he takes...
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Dontari Poe getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Mariota now on 2nd down. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken around the 12. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Derek Morgan Coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
20. Express. 80.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton flushed out right. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And they're running right through it. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
Let's go.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From the red zone now, Mariota. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mariota again. Escaping the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. The Titans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again. Mariota. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down. Throw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there That can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On first down, it's Newton. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. On second and 10, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing third and long.
20.
Back to throw, Newton. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now another timeout here called by the Titans, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson. Fighting through, and he's got space. And now the juke. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Mariota on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Do something.
A final shot before the break. Newton going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as...
Try to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
20. Gun. Hey. Gun.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Man, how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
To throw on 2nd down. Newton being chased out left. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Gabbard. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play that time for the Titans. 44 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them. Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
2nd down, Gabbard. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That's right now.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10.
Do something.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Do something.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Do something. 20.
Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st.
It was funny during the draft process. Someone said to me, well, whoever takes Christian McCaffrey, as it turned out it was Carolina, how are they going to use him? Is he going to be an every down back? Is he going to be a 3rd down guy? They're going to use him in the slot? I mean, what are they going to do with him? And I just said, yes.
All of that.
No doubt about it. This kid can do it all.
And he did a nice job there out of the backfield to pick up the 1st. Cam's going to run the option right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Carolina. Jarius Wright, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Dumps it off to Lewis. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a 2nd down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Richmond. Richmond! Come back!
Gabbert now on second down. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Come back! Tiger! 58, right over there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a second down.
Richmond!
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. To the air again, Gabbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the pro, and I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Titans now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Come back!
So following the interception, here's Gabbert. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Vernon Butler getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Off the play fake, Gabbert. Throw left side complete to Sharp. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for the Titans. 45 yards.
Richmond!
First down, Gabbert. Escaping the pressure right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now Gabbert. Incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. On 3rd down, Gabbert. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Desperation time. Gabbard on fourth. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. They go play action here on first down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 49 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A second down throw now for Gabbard. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Black 99 Philly.
Play fake. Gabbard. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Julius Peppers. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Green the line. Green the line. Tiger.
From the shotgun, it's Gabbard. Forced out to his left. And that's incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
3rd and long for Gabbard. And Walker with it over the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Newton's going to throw it. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. So that one will get him halfway to the 1st down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Gano for the extra point. Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
I'm going to forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Throwing again. Gabbard on 2nd and 10. Caught. Right side. It's Lewis. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Back 22.
Out of the gun. Gabbard. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. The open man is Smith. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One last shot now for Gabbard. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one has gone.